I think I brought out too much stuff. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Liana, and holy moly, there's so many more of you than there were like just a few days ago. I had just hit 100 subscribers, and now there are more than 300 of you. So most of you are probably here from Arna Elaine. She mentioned me in her most recent video. Well, it's most recent as of today. It went up last night. That she may have put up another one between then and now, depending on when this goes up. So thank you to her for mentioning me in one of her videos. That was amazing. She and I had kind of been talking a little bit. She started following me on my Instagram, and then she started commenting on some of my videos. Like, I'd been following her channel for over a year now. And she's so sweet. And I just was like kind of dumbfounded. I was on my channel last night and just kind of watching my subscriber count go up and up and thinking, what's going on here? Why is this happening? And then I see her video and I go, oh, that's why. So thank you for being here. I don't know how many of you will actually stay here, but that doesn't really matter. The fact is that you're here now, and I welcome you very much, and I hope you will enjoy your stay, no matter how long it is. And I'm just going to put on some makeup today. I already have some foundation on. I've been testing the Idun Minerals Norrsken Foundation, which I received a sample of from a friend in the US. But the rest of my makeup is very clearly not on my face right now. I thought it would be a pretty fitting time to do a get ready with me because there are so many of you who are new to my channel, just to kind of introduce you to things in case you haven't gone back to past get ready with me's to see what my channel is about and who I am. I thought that this would be a good opportunity to take the time to kind of welcome you. So as I said, my name is Liana, and I film many kinds of videos, including many beauty videos, and I also do non-beauty videos. I try to do those just like around once a month because they take me a while. And I film in my bedroom in front of a window with a very non-fancy setup. I film on my phone with a tripod that I got off of Amazon for $10 Canadian. So if you're expecting like fancy lights or anything like that, then it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. I could afford a light, but I have nowhere to put it because where I am situated right now, I'm sitting on my bed and there's only a few feet between me and my window. And I have to rely on sort of like a makeshift flat surface to put the camera on. So I don't really have any room behind that to put an additional light. I just have the window for light. So that's just the way it's going to be. And then for editing, I also do that on my phone, because that's the easiest for me. I have kind of an older laptop that I was editing on when I first started, and it was not working so well. So yeah, that's the way I do things. I don't technically have a regular upload schedule. I try to upload, let's say, every 4 or 5 days. Now that's just what I've been doing. That can always change, but you will always get a video once per week unless I say otherwise. And that's just because I do have different things going on in my life that can affect that. I do have many health problems, and also where I live in Canada, because I rely on natural light, that doesn't always happen for filming. And because of that, I may not always get to film when I want to. But generally, I film a couple of videos at a time so that I can kind of plan ahead. I didn't have anything planned after the ordinary. I mean, I have a bunch of videos written down that I want to do, but I didn't have anything else filmed, so this is my first time filming in a little while because the weather has been so bad, and also because I haven't been doing so well. So that's just kind of the way things happen here. So I actually, this is my first time doing this. I unstoppered my Kat Von D Lock-It concealer in L1. Like, I took the stopper out of the top, and this is what happens when you do that. The product goes all the way up the side there, because that's what a stopper does. It prevents that from getting really, really messy. But I wanted to try and use this up, like big time, use it up. Because, you know, it's a more expensive concealer here. It's about $34, $35 Canadian. You know, that's quite a bit of money. Especially when you are, you know, under certain money constraints. I have another one purchased already. It's just I figured, why not try and get the most out of this as possible. As Arna mentioned in her video, I love this concealer because it is like a really good match for me. And I will often wear it on days where I'm not wearing foundation, which is quite often. I usually do foundation reviews just for the channel and not really for me, because I know it's really helpful for you guys out there who have trouble finding a match. And so I will often wear this, you know, just to conceal under my eyes and anywhere I need it around the face, and not wear any foundation. I don't get a ton of pimples. Oh my god, my eyes look so old today. I wonder if that's from dragging the foundation up around my eyes. Maybe it just looks old. Ugh. Maybe I'm just getting old. Who knows? Just going to set around my eyes because I am testing the foundation. I'm not putting powder anywhere else. I usually just put it under my eyes. So I'm using the Lock-It setting powder. I've been trying not to do as many like first impression videos when it comes to the foundation videos I do on here, just because I know first impression videos are not super helpful, but at the same time I do most of my reviews off of samples because that is easier on my wallet, for one thing, but it's also less of a waste because a lot of these products are not necessarily going to be to my liking in terms of a shade match, or sometimes the formula isn't good either for me. And let's be honest, we don't need foundation after foundation after foundation in our collection unless that's something that you go through a lot of, and I don't. I just don't need a really huge collection of anything really, but particularly foundation if that's not something I wear all the time. And I wasn't aware of this until somewhat recently, that let's say you bought a foundation at Sephora and you took it back, they don't use that as a tester, they throw it out. So again, that's really, really wasteful. It's so much easier to just go in there and ask for a sample than to buy it, return it, get your money back, but know that they're just tossing it out. I always assumed they used it as a tester. My brushes are so clean right now. I'm so proud of myself because I hate cleaning my brushes. Well, I know I'm not the only one. Like, brushes are just, I don't know, they're a pain to clean. Even if you somehow find an easier way to clean them, it's just kind of like, I don't want to, I'm putting it off. I'll get there eventually, but I don't want to. And also, I did re-dye my hair a couple of days ago, so it looks a little bit darker and more blue right now, but it lightens up with each shampoo, in case you were wondering, which you probably weren't, but I thought I would throw it out there. I am very, very close to using up this brow pencil that I put in like my project Use It Up for this year. I've only got this little nub left. I do have more of the clear wax left, but again, that will definitely go. I was surprised at how expensive this is. I didn't realize that they sell this brand No Cosmetics at Shoppers, because I received this in like a subscription. And I saw it there yesterday, and it was in the 20 to 30 range. I'm just not a person who would ever spend that much on a brow product because it's a brow product. They all kind of function the same when you think about it. I just don't see the point in spending that much for something that goes in such a small area. I shed a brow hair. I felt like I just tweezed the other day and now I have weird hairs growing in weird places again. They're like almost a full centimeter above my brow. My brows grow in really weird ways. They grow up into my forehead. Of course they grow into my forehead because that's where they are, but you know what I mean. They grow high. And they would also probably grow all the way into my hairline if I let them, because I do have hairs like all the way in here. I was like debating what eye look I wanted to do today because I did one really cool one the other day when I was wearing this shirt, which is why I wore it again in case I wanted to do that. But I've also been like really into kind of like cool toned, almost like grungy sort of looks, but I figured, did I want to do like a full almost like talk through tutorial on that? Decisions. I also bought like a really cool navy lipstick yesterday, which I haven't like fully tried out yet because I just bought it yesterday. Which is why I've like brought out so much stuff, because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do and I just like chucked it next to me on the bed. I think I'll probably just do what I did the other day, and then I'll save the sort of like cool toned grungy look for an actual tutorial. Because this one's like super easy to do. I don't really have to tell you what I'm doing. You can just look at it and you can see. And yeah, I'll do that. So if you are new here, either from Arna or wherever else, whatever else brought you here, let me know if you would prefer an actual upload schedule, if there's a particular day and or time that you prefer, because I can definitely do that. Right now I'm just, like I said, every like 4 or 5 days I post, but I could post on a particular day of the week. I really don't mind doing that. I would just have to know. And then again, like I said, if there's any problem with that, I can just tell you. I don't have a community tab on here yet because my channel's not big enough. But I do have an Instagram, so I could let you know on there, or I could just like pin a comment to my most recent video, whatever. I do have another video that I'm planning to film today. My friend Lorna was like, you should do one of those videos that's going around right now where you follow a tutorial of one of the other YouTubers. It's like, I would, and I know exactly who I would do, but I don't know how to put their video in mine to show you what I'm following. And I wouldn't be following like a really big YouTuber either. They have maybe, I don't know, 50 to 100,000 subscribers, and they are Canadian like me. Because I know like a lot of these people are using the same YouTubers to follow, but I think it would be cool to follow somebody different and somebody whose style I think is quite artistic and interesting, and something that I would probably fail horribly at. But it would be fun to try anyway. That's what makes it funny. But yeah, like I said, I have no clue how to put their video in mine. I was watching this movie yesterday on Netflix called Mute. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Moon. It's from 2009 or 2010. And it has Sam Rockwell in it, who I love. And he's nominated for an Oscar this year, but he should have been nominated for an Oscar for Moon. God damn it. And anyway, this is set in the same universe as Moon. And it's directed by Duncan Jones, who's actually David Bowie's son. And I thought it was great. And then I go online afterwards, and everybody hated it. And I was just like, what? Why though? It's so cool. I don't know. I love sci-fi. And I love different sci-fi. And when I was listening to an interview with Duncan Jones on Mark Maron's podcast the other day on Spotify, and he was explaining how it's actually a lot about religion and your beliefs, but also about parents. And I got that for sure. And what was the other thing I was listening to? Where, yeah, Duncan had also said that this was a movie that could have been set in any time. It didn't have to be in the future. And that's also very, very true, because it's kind of almost a little bit noir. It didn't have to be set in the future. It could have worked anywhere, anytime, and would have worked equally as well. It's just that I think the technology aspect kind of emphasized how different that Leo was, because technology was not his friend. Anyway, I loved it, and just goes to show that everybody has a different opinion, especially critics, who are usually always wrong. I have been loving this stuff lately. This is Canadian. This is Annabelle Perfect Glow Highlight. Now this is funny because on the back it says it's in the shade Topaz, but everywhere you look online says that this is the shade Quartz, which I tend to believe because this is definitely not Topaz. And it's pretty. It's like a white shifting, very pale gold. If you can see there. So I put this in my inner corners the other day, and then I'll also put it on my cheeks after. So this is great if you're very fair like I am and you want something kind of gold, but you know, gold usually is too dark for you, then you have this as an option. Unfortunately, I think it is only in Canada, so that's going to be a problem if you're elsewhere. But it is very pretty. And it's not super duper out there. It's very soft and subtle. Now, I also don't do certain techniques that a lot of other people do here on YouTube. I don't really contour and bronze. I don't, oh great, I looked down and then I got mascara there. That's why I hate having long lashes sometimes. I don't put eyeliner in like the upper or lower waterline. I have very sensitive eyes, and I just don't like doing that. So there's just certain things that I'm not into doing. In fact, I don't even highlight all the time, so. And I don't wear false lashes either. We already went over the foundation thing. Here's another product that I've been trying to use up, and it has not been going very well because this is terrible. Oh boy, it just takes forever. Do you see how little product is getting on there? It's not good. There, I finally have some. Why is this so difficult? You see how many bumps form on there too, and I have no clue why. This is a very clean brush, just washed. It is just a very poorly made product. I'm not the only person who has this difficulty. I was watching a video the other day. She's a very small channel. I will link her below, like a banana. She has a lot of trouble with this as well, and she thought it was just because she has a darker skin tone. No. See, like, it's a nice color once you can actually get it on, but good luck actually getting it on. I'm salty, that's all. So again, I'm going to take the Annabelle highlight and I'm going to put it on my face. Hopefully you can see how that's like kind of a little bit gold, but it's not dark. Like I can turn to the front and you can't see it. I don't know if this would be too gold if your skin is a lot pinker than mine is. And for lips, I am going to try this navy one. I wore this with gray the other day, which was the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Toronto, which I believe right now is a limited edition. It was in one of their Christmas sets. But today I'm going to try the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Moscow. Quite sheer, streaky. That's 2 layers of it. So again, thank you so much for coming over to my teeny tiny corner of YouTube. I really appreciate that, and thank you so much again, Arna, for mentioning me in your video, because I know you didn't have to do that, but I thank you. And I hope you enjoyed this little chatty video and getting to know who I am and who this channel is a little bit more, because again, I know not all of you would search through older videos to do that and get to know me there. I hope to see you again in some future videos. I have a bunch planned, and I hope to see you there. Until then, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.